Everyone, and welcome back to our pre-departure orientation series for Sweden. This presentation is focused on money and finances. So just to cover what's included in the program fee that you've paid, a group airport pickup and drop-off is covered, as is all ground transportation for the program. You have double occupancy lodging in the hotel and breakfast daily in the hotel, as well as opening and closing dinner. We also will provide for you emergency travel insurance, and I'll go into that in a later presentation. Any cultural activities that are indicated on the schedule, and gratuities for guides, as well as any baggage handling as part of our ground transportation. Any meals that are not indicated as group meals on the schedule are your responsibility. Local transportation for evenings out on your own, shopping or souvenirs, incidentals in the hotel, for example, if you want to order room service, cell phone charges, and travel insurance that you choose to buy are your own responsibility. Students often ask me about how much cash they should bring with them, and that really depends on your spending habits. Certainly Stockholm isn't the most inexpensive place, but you can certainly find reasonably priced meals if you want to. I generally recommend for dinners, you should plan on $15 to $25 US per meal. Certainly you can spend quite a bit more than that in Stockholm. For lunches, I recommend budgeting at least $10 per meal and up. Generally assuming 15 per lunch. Any other spending is really at your own discretion. We've had students go and spend no money at all, and we've had students blow through hundreds of dollars a day. So it really depends on your own spending habits. I recommend doing some research into the places that you might want to eat and shopping that you might want to do to give yourself a better sense of what things cost. In order to access money abroad, we generally recommend utilizing ATMs. That's going to give you the best exchange rate. You certainly can exchange money at the airport in DC or Stockholm, but generally those don't give very favorable rates unless you're changing over a large amount of money. You should make sure to notify your bank and credit card companies that you'll be traveling. Usually you can do that online. If they don't have a travel alert on your card and they see transactions coming from another country, they're likely to lock down your card. And while that's a great feature, it's not very convenient if you actually are traveling out of the country. So please make sure that you have notified them. If you have never used your ATM card and your ATM PIN code outside of the United States, I recommend talking to your bank just to verify that that PIN code will actually work for you outside of the U.S. You should be aware of what ATM withdrawal fees are charged by your bank, and also be aware of credit card foreign transaction fees that your credit cards charge. I do recommend using Oanda's currency converter. They have a fantastic app that you can use offline. I use it all the time when I travel. It's a really helpful app to have on your phone. I like to give a little bit of information about tipping because that changes quite a bit from country to country. Certainly when you go out to eat or drink, a small tip is always nice to leave, but it's nowhere near what is typically left in the United States. 5 to 10% or just rounding up the amount of the bill is more than sufficient. And that's it for money and finances. I'll see you for video 3 in the series. Thanks.